Alright, hello everybody. So, as you can see, my fish tank is finally done. Hooray! So, it's been about a month, so I guess I'll give you guys a little rundown about what's going on. So, in my last video, I talked about how I had trouble with my driftwood. And so, what was happening is that when I put in the fish tank when I first bought it, it was floating to the top. So, I looked around and they say, you need to soak some driftwood in a bucket of water. So what I did first is to clean it off, because you don't know where your wood is coming from or where it's been and what it's been around. I boiled the driftwood in a pot, and basically what I did is I put it in there when the water was boiling. My pot wasn't big enough, so I moved it around. And when the water got like brown, I would change it, have the water boil, put the driftwood back in, and I repeated this process until the water that was boiling was no longer turning brown. So I did that, and then I'm going to say for about a month, I let it soak in a bucket of water, and every so often, I changed the water when it got gross. I changed the water and would put it back in there. And since mine was floating, I put some stuff in there to hold it down. So yes, you can see now it's sinking. I have some rocks on there just in case it decides to float, because a little bit of it was floating, but it's been in there for 30 minutes now and it has not floated. So I'll give you a rundown of my plants. So here's my water wisteria. I have actually done quite a few trimmings on it, and it's nice and bushy. As you see, the leaves are nice and broad. Alright, and then down here's my Marimo moss ball. It's looking better. I've done some trimmings on it because when I bought it from the pet store, it had a lot of brown dead algae on it. I probably need to do a couple more, but it's looking a lot better than when I got it. And then here's my micro sword in front of my driftwood, right there and there. It's looking very good. I've actually had some little baby sprouts. If you look in the middle, right there, that was one of them. And then I have a couple in there. I can't see them right now. All right. The narrow leaf java fern. My java fern is actually starting to propagate. As you can, I don't know if you see right here, these little brown stuff popping off. Those are roots. And on the top of it, right there, there's a little teeny tiny sprout. I don't really know what to do. I'm probably gonna wait till they get a little bit taller, and I might just pluck it off and plant it and see what happens. But I've got quite a few, so I've got some room to experiment. Look how big that one is right there. Anyways, Argentinian sword is doing great. I have lots of baby ones in the back and in the bottom, as you can see. I've got a couple that are dying that I probably need to snip off, but this plant's been growing. They start yellowing, I cut it, and then 2 more pop up afterwards. So yeah, it's been doing good. Another thing that I've been having a problem with is, I don't know if you can see it on the glass, but I had a brown algae problem because I would wake up and turn my light on, and I would leave it on until nighttime. So I was giving it way too much light, and so I have some brown algae on my glass. I've been scrubbing but I don't have any fish in here. In my area, I was going to get some red cherry shrimp, but no one in my area carries any. And then so I was like, okay, I'll look online, and I forget the website that a lot of people gave good reviews for. I only wanted a couple because I have a 5-gallon fluval speck V right here, so I don't need too many. And with shipping and everything, it was just, I was not going to spend $50 for some cherry shrimp. So I decided to get, well, I haven't gotten them. I'll get them maybe tomorrow. I'm going to get some auto cinclus, I think cats. Some people call them auto cats. They're like algae eaters. They're the ones, if you go to pet stores, the ones you see on the glass and you see them like sucking on the glass. I'm going to get those, and I might get 2 or 3. I'm not sure. I have to see. Because I read that they only grow up to 2 inches. So maybe 3 would be good. But that would help keep my glass nice and clean. I don't know if I'll add any more plants. I was thinking, I don't know, you guys can maybe comment any ideas that you think would make it look better. But on top of my driftwood where the rocks is, I have this like little groove area, and I was wondering if maybe I should get some like Java moss and maybe put it on there and see how that grows, or maybe some Anubis nana petite, because I know some people tie those onto driftwood and stuff. But I don't know, I kind of like how it looks right now. It looks a lot better than it did a month ago. It's a lot greener and bushier. So basically, for maintenance, I've been doing the CO2 boost, leaf zone, some bacteria supplement when I have a water change, when I do my 30% water change. That I haven't done in a while. I need to do that too. But yeah, I add my tap water. Oh, and I have this little bottle called Had Snail. So all my plants, I got in those little top fin tubes like I did a video on earlier. And they said they were snail free. Apparently that was not the case, because I had a snail. One day I was looking over where my thermometer is, and I was like, there's something black. And then when I looked at it, it was a snail. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I spent a little bit extra money for these tubes that were supposed to be snail free, and apparently it wasn't. So I put, I think it's a drop, 1 drop per gallon, so 5 drops. I can't remember. I can't really read though. It's dark. It's nighttime. I put that in there, and then I took out that one snail that I saw and got rid of that, and I put that in case there was any eggs. I haven't had any other snails. I don't know where it came from. It could have been in my substrate or in one of the plants I bought. I don't know. But I did not want it in there, so I got rid of it. So yeah, so I had a snail. It worked. I haven't had any other snails if they laid any eggs. But alright. So this is a month in the making. I will do another video when I get my autosynclus algae eater cats. And I'll just do update videos of my tank. Alright, and that's all for now.